map, dick map, dick map, dick map.
Map, penis map.
We're all proud of a little dick map.
We're all proud of a little dick map.
Can't go wrong with that.
You're live.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
It's not about the size, it's about how you use it.
It's not about the size of the boat, it's about the motion of the ocean.
So last time on Sean's D&D game, it was a battle royale episode. Like technically last time, nobody saw it, wasn't streamed. Last time. Dragon Ball Z. Was a battle royale episode. A classic.
Who won?
We did. We killed the vampire.
I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
Who won? It was Chad. It was Fro. Fro won.
Hell yeah.
Fro found his damage points.
Yeah, we showed Fro how sharpshooter works.
Oh yeah.
And Fro fucking buried arrows into people. In fairness, only got to win because Ty healing worded him.
Yeah, I was first
beat
down.
the shit out of him. Uruguay beat the shit out of Fro, turned around, Ty to be a bit of like a chaos gremlin, cast healing word on Fro, and then Uruguay immediately made an alliance with Fro. After beating all of his hit points out of him.
Well, Fro had fucked me up. I had fucked Fro up, and we were both in a weakened state. And
Right.
we were like, we should be teammates.
Yeah, we got to work together at this point. So
Hell yeah.
And yeah,
It was a good meme. I have no regrets.
Ty has no regrets.
yeah.
At the top of the ziggurat in the battle royale, there was a scroll generator where you could spend your action to generate a scroll and cast it instantly. Everybody enjoyed that. And one of the scrolls that Ty found just from the generator was a raised dead scroll, 5th level raised dead. So in the real world, Ty's like a shit ton of snakes just like coalesced around the rigor mortis corpse of Ty and brought Ty back to life.
Nice.
Yeah. Before that, some vampires were killed. Salt Marsh, largely vampire free now. Good work. Didn't burn the place down.
And we haven't left.
You haven't left.
Goals.
Yeah, and you guys, so you all stumbled into an inn and collapsed in beds, various beds, maybe a bench, maybe with a tankard in hand, depending on your personality. But you all got a long rest and wake up the next morning to being shaken awake by armed guards. Hey, you! Get up! We have orders to take you in. Get up!
Do I still
What
feel
the
like shit?
Fuck.
Yeah. Your lowered hit points? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
No, those are gone.
Ooh. Now let me do a bunch of math to figure out what my max out points is supposed to be.
About a dozen armed guards are like tramping through the inn with like one dude with like a plumed helmet, definitely the captain, pointing at various individuals of your party that are still unconscious, being like, and that one too, check the beds upstairs, make sure we get them all, we've got the chocobo in custody already.
No. What's the mid dice on a D10? Is it 6 or 7?
It should be 6 or 7. Yeah,
I think it's
I think 7.
6 or 9.
I'm going with
Always
9 if
nine.
it's an option.
It's not.
Okay.
Unless you're rolling that thing, it's not.
Should I do 6 or 7? You tell me.
I said 7. Yeah,
Okay.
I think the 7. Still a kind man. I'm just not generous.
I'm a kind god.
Anybody resist the arrest?
I'm questioning it
Okay.
thoroughly,
Who's in
and
here?
I'm stating bylaws, if any. Of this.
You're in
Who's
fucking
arresting
salt
us?
marks. That's a Rumagarian law. Come on.
Who's arresting us?
Some guards, some salt marsh
Salt
guards.
marsh guards?
and they're
city
like-
authorities?
Yeah, and they're like that fancy port plate that I told you that they have that are like engraved with like seashells and seahorses, very, very ocean themed guards.
I tell people to start turning on their scrying orbs.
Do these guards have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed or is about to be committed?
They
What's
are saying
What's
that they
right?
are they're saying that they are arresting you under orders of the merchant princes of Saltmarsh.
Listen here, cockfucker. You show me the tangerines, all right, and I'll come with you.
The one guy pulls out a tangerine out of his pocket.
Talking about the chocobo, idiot. Don't make me say it again. I pull a sword.
You fucking pull a sword. All right, 3 guards pull out the fucking tridents
Uguay steps up
that are in the room with you.
and puts a knowing turtle paw. What are you gonna call that? Claw? A knowing turtle claw
You
on
got
the
a
sword.
hand with claws.
On the sword of his friend. Gently,
I lower the
you know,
sword.
not
Second
lowering the sword, but like putting enough pressure so that the friend knows, like, Uguay wants you to lower.
Yeah, I
the
do.
sword.
I lower it as you do that.
The captain steps forward and he goes, I understand your concern, but the merchant princes are fair, and you are identified as the hooligans who ran through the city last night chasing an individual onto a boat. The merchant princes have questions. We are to take you there post haste.
Is there? I don't think there's really much time for party communication.
Yeah, you can talk, but like you're being like, there's no handcuffs, there's no ropes, but you're being like picked up and pointed at with tridents and being told to start walking.
Yeah, I abide. I'm like, yo, we gotta
Whatever.
do what they say.
I think Uguay says. I think that we will be found innocent on this matter.
Yeah, we rescued
Yeah.
this town.
We shall go.
Just don't say much yet. Let's just get to where we need to
Let
go.
Garth do the talking.
So as the party goes, as San gets outside, San, you see that like one of the guards is like has his shield up as he's being viciously pecked by Tangerine.
Good girl.
Fucking bird! Get it off me! Sir, let me put the bird down! Start the vicious animal!
I whistle to get her to
Oh,
calm
but-
down.
And the bird stops. Okay. Triggerbo stops and comes to attention.
If that guard tried to put that bird down, there's a good chance we wipe the village.
There's a good chance
The
that
village
this
died.
entire village.
Everybody
burned.
fucking dies if he does that.
Spare
There's
the bird, the
100%
village
chance that in
dies.
6 seconds, everybody in 10 feet of me would be taking 6 points of damage.
We
Um,
gotta just have a party of John Wicks taking out the entire town.
You guys march through the city of Saltmarsh to the main gate. You are all, as you make it to that like big plaza square, you hear as you're walking up that main road, you see that there's like still blood like soaking the cobblestones. The bodies have been removed of the guards who were slain, but like the blood soaked like brownish now from 8 hours of time has stained the cobblestones. But you hear in the distance and kind of see people running up towards it, the sound of like a large crowd forming in the plaza. And you could kind of hear like the faint sound of a booming voice.
Like the spell.
Yeah, it's you. Yeah, I think Garth definitely knows how thaumaturgy works. that you can increase the sound of your voice by 3 times. That's all it is. It's somebody using the thaumaturgy spell to make their voice louder. Make sense?
What are they saying?
You can't hear him right now, but you just
Oh.
hear like the deep boom of a loud voice. You hear a couple words of like disaster.
Oh yeah. All right. Garth is gonna look at everybody. He's like, all right, I think I know what's going on.
Doomsayer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys, we gotta explain why we fucked up the town.
Everything's fine. Hey, you guard. Do these merchant kings buy
No.
chainmail?
Bro.
I'm trying to sell some chainmail. Do you want to buy it?
No. Just let's settle down,
we all
settle
we all wear plates, sir.
All right. Keep walking.
One guy kind of like pokes you with the butt of their trident, and they're like, "Oh, you."
You're the one that's supposed to be taking orders
No,
around here.
you
not
keep
me.
walking, buddy.
As you approach the plaza, like the crowd parts, like the captain's in the front. He's like, out of the way, we're bringing the charge. The accused are coming. Out of the way. And you hear like the final words of the speech. We will come to a conclusion on what to do with these hooligans, on whether to hang them or expel them for their crimes against Salt Marsh. The dead and the dying shall be avenged. We shall not let these hooligans trample the sanctity of our city.
Literally not a hooligan.
I'm
As soon as like
not a hooligan.
Draven
They really like the word
realized that
hooligan.
they were using thaumaturgy, he's literally ready to just start killing.
Mhm.
Just start killing.
Turgal is not a well-liked god. So even though he is not evil, he himself is not evil. A lot of people really don't like Turgal because, well, it's a god of death associated with death.
Yeah.
And so he's not right. He's not like attacking or anything, but he's like, this is about to go ugly, and I'm probably going to have to just start killing people.
Thaumaturgy, while you're right, classically a cleric spell, not always a cleric spell.
No, I know. There's others that have it, but it's
Tieflings?
mostly known as a clerical spell.
Yeah,
I can see where Carl comes from.
I do as well. Luckily though, not a cleric up there. Just a tiefling, just a very fancy purple tiefling. And like silk clothes, a really nice like captain's jacket, one horn broken, and a captain's hat. That's the guy who's like booming voice. And some tieflings get thaumaturgy as racial trait. The other two up there, one is a robot, a warforged, with a single red eye, very tall, like 7.5 feet tall, warforged. That's just sort of like standing there. A bare torso, like very, very like Terminator from the torso up, but the bottom is like the Darth Maul, like not crab legs, the like normal legs he has, but that still have like the claws as feet.
Oh hell yeah!
You say that, Nick probably has no idea what you're talking about.
Like, have you never watched Clone Wars?
No. I just had
Oh,
a
man.
discussion with somebody at work today about it too. He was like, "Bro, you watching Ahsoka?" I was like, "I can't, man. I only watched the first season of Mandalorian because I'm like, I need to watch Clone Wars before I watch the second one, you know." And I'm like, "Fuck, dude, I'm so behind on Star Wars because I need to watch Clone Wars and I'm stuck because I don't want
I'm
to."
gonna be the same way.
But I
My
do
girl
want to,
too
you know?
hasn't
Clone
watched
Wars
any
is-
Star
I won't
Wars.
lie, I won't lie. Clone Wars is 100% a I watch this while I do other
Master.
things show until like season 5.
Season 4,
5,
season 5, yeah.
start like actually like, okay, I need to watch this episode because like Sad important things are happening.
Oh yeah.
I may
Um,
watch it soon.
Those
I need to watch that.
those legs for Darth Maul are the ones I put in game room. Those
Oh,
types
nice.
of legs.
Little grabbers. Grab you.
A little
Literally.
grabby feet.
He got those grippers.
Got the grippers.
So that's what he is. And then the third one is a little fucking gnome. Just a little old, like, dear God, the oldest gnome you've ever seen. His beard falls to the floor. Gnome, it like trails between his little stubby legs. He's like, I'm talking, this gnome is the most wizard you've ever seen. He's got like the starry, or like dark blue wizard hat. He's wearing like a Dumbledore robe.
Does it talk like this, perchance?
Oh yes, he's very much like, oh, I will, Eureka! But he's
That's a really
really
good wizard voice.
A wizard.
My favorite wizard
That's
I've
what it's all
ever
about, this guy.
was a wizard similar to this, I think.
Urkel voice?
A what?
Urkel?
That's not Urkel. That's not Urkel.
Wizard casts fireball, kills 10 people. Did I do that?
You knew that.
As we approach, I say, I'm gonna follow your lead on this one, Barf.
All right. And I just pat you on the shoulder like a few times.
So
I'm gonna do an insight check on this wizard real quick to see if I could figure out any schools of magic that he's a part of.
got it, burner.
Just by his attire and whatnot, going off of just like sheer.
Looks like an
You
illusion
can
in
either
my
make an
head.
insight check, or you can make a history check to see if you just like straight up recognize this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a history check.
He's that
Actually,
old.
let's see. Sorry, I gotta. Yeah, I'll do history. So that's 15 plus 7.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Wilfred Conjurebottom, the acclaimed Archmage of Conjuration.
Damn.
He was exiled from the Rumagarian kingdom about like 70 years ago because he was caught in a money laundering scheme conjuring gold and precious gems.
I love that. I love that. I will say Garth does appreciate this guy a little bit since he knows a little bit more about him. He's looked into it. He's down with some conjuration shit, and he was fascinated by the crime, the law behind it, and what happened.
He was exiled. He was exiled because of like buying things with quote unquote fake gold, and laws were put in place after the fact to make it illegal to conjure precious items.
Oh wow!
It has been largely speculated that his conjuration was conjuring from the royal treasury,
That's fucking great.
but it has never been confirmed nor denied.
Yeah, and I can't be mad at the guy, you know.
Seems like just a quiet old gnome though. Like you wouldn't know it, except he like fits the description of him too. Probably hasn't changed his outfit in a century.
In a century, all right.
Like that, he's been wearing that hat and that robe to every meeting and every public event for 100 years.
Is he around like 400?
Gnomes, no, he's probably like 200.
Okay. You said he was like old.
Yeah,
So I was
gnomes,
just like,
gnomes live to like 250 if I remember.
no, it's like 500.
Is it? So yeah, then
They can live
he's
350 to almost 500 years.
All right, then yeah, he's in his like 400.
Okay.
I had that math with a 250 cap.
No, I get you. I had to Google it. So yeah, we'll all approach and just see what they have to say. That's just generally what Garth is doing, just getting a scope of the situation.
With a 22 history check, you don't recognize the tiefling at all. Some young upstart, you're sure. Definitely looks young. The robot you think might be a famous pirate captain from the archipelago. Unclear. Unclear. You've just heard rumors of a famous pirate robot captain. Famously with a cannon as their arm. But you don't see a cannon readily available, but who knows? Modifications can happen since books are written. The crowd kind of like goes a little silent, goes a little quiet. You hear like the whispers as you all are brought before the central gallows that the three are standing on. They're standing on like the gallows section, and you're brought in front of it. So like they're above you, you're below, and circling you is a crowd of peasants. The people of Saltmarsh. The tiefling looks down at you all and goes, "What have you to say for the crimes of murder, terrorism, and religious persecution?"
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
The priest that died, we came to find the reasoning behind it, and unfortunately we did, and it was more severe than we could have really ever expected. And I am 100% confident when I say this. We have completely eradicated the issue, unfortunately, at many great cost. But
Who's
cost that
carrying? Sorry to interrupt. Who's carrying Rumi's body?
The chocobo.
The chocobo. Gotcha.
Chocobo here?
Yeah, the chocobo is here.
yeah, I'll even address that. That was part of the plan. Is just be like, we have even suffered many great losses. Many great losses.
The wizard steps forward and goes, "Well, how are we supposed to believe you? What evidence do you bring forth before this tribunal?"
I can explain everything from the very start, in detail, and it's all journaled right here.
How can
And
we,
The
how
neck.
can we
There's
know
the
if
neck.
you're lying
The neck.
or
The neck of
not?
the body. Look at the neck of the body.
No, yeah, there's this mark right here, and then I have one as well.
You good sir, you good leaf elf fellow. You don't look like you would you don't chew on the neck of an individual. But I look upon your group and well, some of you I cannot say that for.
Oogway
I sort of
steps forward.
stop on Oogway and Ty in particular.
This guy's fucking racist?
Damn, everyone's racist.
All right, I didn't know about that. Oogway steps forward and says,
Fuck
I am
you.
a turtle. I am a turtle monk of the astral sound.
Well, the
Of the Temple of
monastery of the astral self. I haven't seen one of your kind in 300 years.
And I'm sure 300 years ago, you may have been speaking to Grand Master Oogway himself.
I cannot say. Might have been Grandmaster Poe, but I did much work with your kind.
I'm sure
Learning
you know that
conjuration.
I'm sure you know that we are not troublemakers and are often The enders of trouble, Uwe says with such a cool face.
He turns to his two commissioners. I will say I've had nothing but good experiences with the monastery of the Astral Self. They taught me many of my conjuration tricks that you have benefited from over these years. The robot guy. It's actually not a guy. It's a female. It's a girl. It's a girl robot. Fembot. Steps forward and goes, I will use my ability. As long as you all agree to submit, we shall know the truth of these matters. Do you agree?
What is your ability?
Pulls out like a little no, you know what? Like Cyborg, her arm like hold on. Sound. Make the sound.
Sorry.
Her arm starts to turn into an airplane.
And like you're all like, and it looks like a cannon, and you all have like a moment of panic, and then just like a flashlight light comes out and bathes you all in light. You're now all in a zone of truth. You can either fail it automatically or choose to make a save.
If I recognize the spell, I'm not going to fight it.
Yeah, it's a classic clerical paladin.
If we make a save and fail, do they know?
They do know. Yeah, it's like written in the spell that they know who fails and who succeeds.
I'll fail it and say, all right, but I got one question for you.
Do you have to? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm pointing at the gnome.
Okay.
Do you know who I am?
I'm sorry, my fellow. I don't.
Fuck.
Bard will fail too, and
Do you have
look
to-
up at the giant robot and be like, "Mommy."
Oh boy.
Upsetting.
Do you have to answer your questions?
You don't have to answer questions. You can be evasive, but you just can't lie.
Sounds good.
I will fail it.
Okay.
Uguay will fail it.
Okay.
Garth fails.
Or fails.
Uguay will successfully fail it.
I actually rolled a natural 20, so
So Bro can lie. You hear the robot go, take the elf into custody.
fuck. Fuck.
Bro is dragged forward by like 3 guards.
Garth is gonna look at them and be like, "We don't really know that guy."
Uguay shakes his head.
Hey!
Uguay shakes his head. Oh, come on, man.
That's the new guy.
The new guy,
He was the
Bro.
new hire.
So Fro is dragged up to the gallows with the
fuck.
3 and is like kicked. Their knees are kicked out, so now they're like down onto their knees. Ropes being tied behind them.
Look, just ask us the questions and then determine what you're gonna do with the fucker, alright?
You have correctly assessed our plan. Depending on your answers will determine the fate of not only you, but your companion here. If you say disparaging comments about our great city or about our personal lives, this one shall perish.
We can't lie.
For saying opinions, man?
Don't make me sad.
This guy's.
So what
this
if
guy's
it's the truth that the city isn't great? Like,
We gotta
what-
say it in a nice way.
Like the fucking other arm turns into like the biggest fucking cannon you've ever seen and points at the fucking elf. Say that again, you run.
Chill out, chill out.
Understood. Telling the
I-
truth unless it is inconvenient for you.
Parameters changed. Understood.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, okay, hold up. Dan and David.
Yeah.
Personhood for Pafard? Question mark.
Personhood for Bafard?
I have had an argument with the Tukashu boys about how the droids deserve personhood in the Clone Wars.
You're entirely correct. And the entire reason, well, they have their quirks because CIS was cheapos that skipped out on giving them actual decent stuff. But yeah, no, 100%. They were sentient beings and they were getting slaughtered.
Personhood for the droids.
Disagree, droids are friends.
I don't know about
Roger.
souls. Pafard has a soul.
Pafard has a soul. Pafard has a soul. Pafard gets personhood. If Pafard gets personhood, all the droids get personhood. That's my.
That is Sean, are you being dumb right now? Are you being
So
dumb?
it is said, and so it shall
Sean
be.
shows me a perfect robot. This is the Turing test. This is an actual living thing. And then he points to a toaster and he says, if this living thing robot is a living thing, then this toaster is a living thing. Are you fucking kidding me right now, Sean?
Anyways, right. So, tell me, you, the one with the chocobo. Tell me your story.
I washed up on a beach roughly 48 hours ago.
Oh, wild. Fuck.
I found a chocobo and tamed it with my skills that I'm unaware of how I gathered them. I know my name is Son. I know that I can do some cool shit. And that's about it. I ran into these guys all half dead and proceeded to then myself become half dead.
What almost killed them? What did you see them fighting?
Okay,
Why
I
was
walked
that
into
dead?
a church, and underneath it, there was coffins, and these dead beings of gray skin. I don't know what they are, but I know that they hurt your neck a lot. Vampires, I'm being told. Vampires, have you heard of these?
Vampires? Vampires don't exist. They're not
They
real.
most certainly do. Look at this dead body's neck.
Wait. The guys who says they don't exist?
Is that
The
the
gnome or the
tiefling or the
tiefling?
gnome?
It was the tiefling. The tiefling.
Okay, the 300.
I pull out the actual book that was. I'll be like, so according to this author, here's the citations for every scene occurrence, and now we get to send in ours to this guy actually, and give him more information so he could add to another volume. But here and here.
No, the wizard is definitely looking at the tiefling like he's got like 6 fucking heads as he does that.
What is this book? Let me see this. Volo's Guide to Vampires. Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, please.
we can't listen to everything Volo says, but Patriot here is a fucking moron sometimes. The guy turns and goes, "Shut your old fucking trap."
Fuck you, man.
Hey, talk to him with some respect.
We like that guy?
Yeah, we like that guy.
Okay.
And I
We
give him
like
a thumbs up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take over this tribunal. My compatriot here seems to be a bit too overzealous, looking for blood and not the truth. I think.
True, he is way too zealous.
I understand it must be frustrating losing the things you love, and it must hurt a lot. And for that,
Xavier
I am
here
deeply
is in
sorry.
charge of our defense of the city, and I feel he has taken the past 13 hours as a slight to his honor, and he is looking for a public retribution.
Scapegoat.
Yes, I do believe that term was floated around in our meeting beforehand. I should ask you this one question, Mr. Field.
Yes.
What was the goal of this vampire nest?
Out of character, did we ever find out their intentions of
Their
Yes.
intentions were to steal, to your understanding, was to steal a ship and make a settlement somewhere not here. They were trying to like grow their numbers with vampire spawn
Exactly.
and get the fuck out.
So they wanted to
Okay,
steal a ship,
I
but
just
they
wanna make
also
sure.
wanted to corrupt all the people on that ship and us.
Yeah.
Most importantly,
But even before
everyone
we
else.
showed up, did they ever say like, "Here's our master plan"?
Yeah, they just wanted to
Is it-
leave. They wanted to start a
Yeah,
new.
their
start
master
new.
plan was to go like find an island somewhere or something. Take the ship, fill the ship with as many salt marsh citizens as they could control and bring with them, and take the ship and fuck off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's not.
So
For cash money.
back into they were looking to just steal citizens and basically take as many possessions as they could that probably worth value, and then leave and create another hive, and then probably form a bunch of vampire spawn that would not understand boundaries and would just proceed to come back knowing that Salt Marsh is the place to go for vampires, since they were able to go there before. And in order to stop it all from happening ever, we killed them all.
Probably would have farmed the good people of Saltmarsh for their blood for centuries if we hadn't put a stop to them.
Absolutely.
I find this satisfactory. I don't know about you. They can't lie to us right now. I feel we let this one go. And I think 25 years exile. I feel that is a fair punishment for the hardships and discourse that they may have caused.
What the fuck?
They're all like all.
I
three
give
of them
him
are
the
laughing.
eyebrows. I give him the eyebrows.
But all of the vampires are dead. Who would you exile?
Oh, well, you, of course. You seem to bring trouble with you, and, well, we can't have that here. That we have a disruption of commerce right now. We didn't have a disruption of commerce yesterday.
Did you want to buy some chainmail?
Oh, yeah, sure. He like mage hands the chainmail out of your hand and gives you a small pouch of, we'll call it 15 silver.
Thank you.
Looks to me like
Lovely
we're
doing
pretty
business.
good for commerce.
Lovely doing business with you. Oh, you are fucking not. You have disrupted commerce. Trade in our city will be halted for at least another week. Even if the vampires had stolen the ship, all we would have lost is a random merchant's vessel. If that was the ship they were going to steal, the one you were on last night, who fucking cares about what they have? What? The deaths in our fucking in our ranks will take time to recover. 17 years we'd have to start over. Raise a new crop of children. Think.
Rob?
And
Think.
to think how many more good citizens would you have lost had the vampires just absconded with half of your population?
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, what's up, Traven?
I'm going to pop the Channel Divinity. Eyes of the Grave.
Okay.
As an action, know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover.
Yep.
Okay. I just want to pop that one.
Yep.
As soon as he says crop, I'm like Traven's head tilts and looks at him. And
he is not undead. He is definitely not undead.
He's gonna look around, see if there's any that he can see.
There any?
I also have,
I mean, it's sus that he said crop.
yes.
Is he
Yeah,
working with the vampires now?
Crop of
That's
new employees. This is not a crazy way to use that word.
I'm curious. Is there any undead? There is an undead tinge to Son. He is not undead, but he has an aura of death around him. I think there's probably one guy in the crowd that also pings as undead. Do you get to know the type?
You know the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind all cover and isn't protected from divination, magic, until the end of the next turn.
I'm trying to out.
It does not say that I know what type they are.
Then you mark one individual in the crowd as undead. And Son.
Okay. Yeah, there's something odd about Son, but
No,
not.
you think that the conjuration guy is just a man who thinks about money, and like people are resources to this guy. And he views that you guys interfering with the vampires, while heroic, while like great, he understands the heroic journey. You have far more immediately disrupted his money making than if a dozen people vanished over the next 2 months.
Ugrey just says Saltmarsh fucking sucks, guys. That's...
Garth is gonna shoot this conjuration wizard a little card. It just is just like a cat face on it. Adios. This town sucks anyways. Yeah.
Well, in 25 years, please, I'm calling again. I would love to speak with you again, Master Garth. Hear about your adventures.
Look, I can't lie to you. This is the best town I can remember. I'll see you later.
See you later, Master Son. I hope your memories return. You
It's
guys,
the only town you can remember.
Yeah.
Guys, like, it's gonna be the biggest vampire hub in 25 years. Let's get the fuck out.
Well, there's a bounty for this, I'm pretty sure. Right? Or we heard rumors.
we heard rumors. Yeah, you guys did this pro bono.
Pro
You guys
bono.
just came here to be
I'm
adventurous.
never pro bono. Just so you're aware. I'm anti bono always.
Yeah.
You guys leave the crowd like parts, but they're like, boo, boo, you suck, boo.
Give me my
You are
chocobo,
welcome
idiot.
for saving your city.
They throw tomatoes and lettuce at you.
No, it's not about saving the city, guys. They could be throwing shit, and Garth is like unaffected by anything that they're saying.
One guy throws an oyster at Pafard. It like bounces off his fucking dome.
A terrible thing to throw at someone.
I just activate the windshield wipers on my eyes if like tomato juice gets in them.
Ugrey is not hit by anything because of his armor class.
Yep. I mean, you're hit by things, but they don't affect you.
No, I dodge them.
You dodge.
You just catch them as they're thrown at you.
Do you deflect missiles? Do you spend a key point to deflect missiles and throw it back at somebody?
You don't have to spend a key point to deflect missiles, only to throw it back at somebody.
Only the throw. You can catch as many as you want. You can just like catch and drop it. But do you want to spend a single? Do you want to spend a?
Are they just like common people?
Yeah, they're just normal.
Can I kill someone with a tomato? It's
do
fine.
it like without people knowing I did it.
No, they will watch the turtle fucking
Kill somebody with a tomato.
back at them.
Not
Nah.
just yeet. Kill somebody with
Probably.
a tomato.
I probably wouldn't kill anyone.
Warn him. Let me taunt him into throwing.
I'd probably do some damage. I don't think I'd kill someone.
They
I'm not-
non-lethally.
Dan, you would kill
Can't
someone.
you cannot non-lethal a ranged attack. Ranged attacks are always lethal.
You're just gonna throw a tomato at somebody that, like, without looking, and just cave the skull in from some like random 4-year-old.
You'll like hit their fucking nose and just like push their nose into their brain.
will not
Eat your vegetables.
You guys.
Do I get my
march
chocobo?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you get your chocobo. Not keeping your chocobo. Like pecking the dude that hands it to you. He's like, take it, shit.
Good girl, Tangerine.
Shitty fucking bird. Get the fuck out of my city.
Fuck you.
You guys leave Saltmarsh. We'll take a break in a minute, but we'll fast travel back to we'll fast travel back to camp, back to the keep. Let's take a quick break.
Take a break.
Quick brief break.
Nope, wrong break. This break. BRB. There it is.
Garb just
we're on
seems like
break.
a I'm Jimmy Carter. My peanut farm withered and died.
Next time, Dragon Ball Z.
Gang returns to the keep. Triumphant heroes.
Where are we going?
Where have we
we're
been?
heading back home.
Home.
Our home. You can get a job here and live here.
Sounds good.
Yeah. We'll do paperwork when you get back. I'm kind of wore out.
I wants to go talk to Ashley and gossip.
Okay. So Ty fucks off to the inn. Garth, as you arrive, Garth goes, "Oh, Garth, Sir Mosley says that if you are to return, to send you directly to his chambers.
Okay.
Should I say you're bringing anybody, or will it just be you?
No, I'll bring somebody with.
May I give a name, sir?
I just want to say Rumi, but what's your name?
Like, bro.
Like, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, don't throw up.
Pro, would you like to meet William?
Yes.
Or
The smile
William.
on my face. The fucking the like Mission Impossible mask
Dun,
is
dun.
pulled off,
I'm back, bitches, with more crabs.
and you've been working for me the whole time.
Let's go fight a bird army.
Let's go fight the birds. They've had it too good for too long.
Bro, do you want to meet Sir Mosley?
Yes.
Gentleman with no name. You got a name? Do you remember that?
We're the horse with no name.
Chocobo, bro. Chocobo.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first thing I said to you.
What is it?
Go ahead.
That's your name? Go ahead.
Don't you have some kind of innate ability to remember everything you've seen or heard over the past 2 months?
Yeah, but I'm just asking you informally.
Okay. Son.
Son? Okay. Yeah, these two gentlemen.
As you wish, sir. And like the guy quickly runs back to the keep ahead of you to forewarn Sir Mosley of your impending arrival. Right.
You guys gotta pee.
Already did.
All right, nice.
Pafard, Traben, and Uguay. What are you up to?
Depends what time of day is it?
We'll call it, just past like just past noon. Sun's passed through the day, middle of the day.
Stop at the inn and get some food.
Okay, so you follow Ty to the inn.
I'll follow Ty. All
Okay.
the people.
Uguay.
Uguay's got nothing to do. Gonna meditate.
Where do you want to meditate? Where does Uguay want to meditate?
Some nature area. You got some nature area right here.
There's like a well. There's a well area
I'll go
with.
meditate at the well.
Okay.
But hopefully everyone can see me doing it because I'm super cool for doing it.
You are. Everybody does see you because it's right next to the inn. Garth, you enter the keep. You enter the keep, and you, with Son and Pafard, Son, you're told to tie up Tangerine in the stables at the front.
Here's 15 silver. You take good care of her.
The stable boy who's like 8 is like, oh, yes, sir, anything for you, sir. Anything?
That kid didn't know how to say my name.
Dan, that's why you have a sign in the middle of the fucking settlement. Okay? Okay. You guys head to the keep, and Garth, Son, and Fro, you are invited into his study, Mr. Mosley's study, as he's having his afternoon tea. There's a little teacup, his hand, a little saucer, some little finger sandwiches.
Yo, I didn't even know you were gonna say that, but I knew that's exactly what was happening. It's so fucking funny.
Like one.
I almost told everybody, I was like, "Are you guys ready for a tea party?" Like literally.
It's tea time.
Yeah, we're gonna go into it.
Please have a seat. Have a seat. Tell me about your travels, Garth. I see you bring 2 new allies for the Garfettes.
This is like Sex in the City every time. I love it. This is my favorite bit.
It's my favorite bit.
Yeah, unfortunately we lost 2 allies again. But we made...
those allies, they come and they go, Garth. But me and you, cheers. We are forever.
Yeah, cheers. Sugar, and I
I
look
look
at
over at
the...
Spawn side. I look after you say that.
Well, we killed some vampires and they were pretty fucking nasty.
Good work, good lad. Good work. Tell me your names, young lads. No, please sit. Please, you don't need to stand. Have a seat. Put up a chair next to the fire.
What kind of chairs are they?
They're like the really nice oak with like leather padding and like really soft cushion, like super classic rich people, like study chair.
All right, I'll sit
That are like high back.
Name's Son. I don't know anything else.
I knew of a great warrior named Son once, but I was in my youth, so maybe you're named after him, young lad.
No, couldn't tell you. I know that your guy here, Barf, said that I could have a job.
Of course. Any friend of Garth's is a friend of mine, and any friend of Garth's is an employee of mine.
Well, that's great.
And you, Elf. I don't interact much with your kind. Are you from the kingdom to the north?
I am from far away. That's all I'd say because I'm a far traveler. I don't give too much away. I'm also just above table. This whole time I thought everybody is monster hunters. Just FYI, I think you are all just like me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like imagine like you guys are like some kind of like monster squad, right? And this guy's like financing you. So that's what I'm assuming. So that's where I'm starting.
Cool. I guess good. I'm glad you're not from those fucking weirdos up north. They're super weird and they don't play well with others.
And I just start saying, so what is the specialty of monsters you hunt with this organization you have going?
Recently it's been orcs. My blade has been soaked red with orc blood. Just orc after orc after orc. But Garth here, I hear tale of a watcher in the water slain by him. Vampires.
Yes, I was there for the vampires. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, we were banned
from
the city for 35 years.
You were banned from
Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, so we gotta get back at.
Kind of a shithole.
Did you tell them where you were from?
No, I wanted to just. I wasn't in the mood. They pissed me off already. This fucking ignorant gnome wanted to seem like a dumbass.
Wilfred's a fucking asshole.
Look, if
Yes,
we
and
had
he wanted to
tried,
seem like he just wanted to get some sort of, hey, I've been exiled now. I get to exile people because I probably con all these people in this town kind of vibe. Like it's just bullshit.
if we had
He's
pushed,
a fucking old, just con artist.
if we had
That's
pushed
probably just
back
playing all those people.
any harder, he would have threw Fro into the fray, and it wouldn't have gone well.
I like your words there, Sean. Good words.
Thanks. I don't know where they come from.
Well, at least they didn't know you came from the keep, so that it leaves us in good standing with Saltmarsh if we ever need supplies or aid from. But yeah, no, Wilfred's a fucking dick. Xavier, unclear, an X name. That guy has a power trip. He seems to be the son of some archdevil. And the fucking robot. They've been there. That robot's been there as long as I can remember. So.
Oh wow.
Constant presence in Saltmarsh. I've heard tales that is a remnant from the destruction of the islands to the west about 150 years ago. But all rumors. Anyways, speaking of rumors,
yeah, another rumor I might want to. I kind of feel it. I bet that guy hasn't stopped conning people. Just intuition, just a thought.
Oh no, 110% hasn't stopped conning. Definitely right.
A lot of conning.
That's how he makes so much money.
Hey, I'll be right back.
See you later, bud.
Yeah, sorry. Horses got out.
Go get the horses.
Yeah.
Hans.
Garf runs out of the room to catch some horses that have broken out of the stables. Tangerine, a perfectly good chocobo, has stayed put, even though could have run away.
You're goddamn right, she did.
Just chilling. Sir Mosley turns to you two and he goes, "Well, I'll tell you the rumor, and I don't know if I tell Garf when he's done helping save the horses." One of our patrols found a cave in the lower reaches of the mountains of chaos to the northeast, where the orc tribes hang out.
Are you coming on to me?
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
No.
No, I'm a taken man. No, I can't. He looks over.
Just heard about the cave in the lower reaches, and I'm like, my mind started racing.
Wild. It looked like it was sealed off until recently. I was hoping Goth would return with his Gothettes, and I could send you all on a mission to explore that cave for any resources, or look for whatever opened it. An expeditionary mission, one might say.
Does this suit your agenda, Fro?
Are there any rumors of monsters nearby?
The only monster I know of, lad, is in my pants. With like the biggest fucking smile.
My eyes just narrow even more than they have been this whole time. You're calling orcs monsters. I'm just like, I don't know. It sounds kind of racist. Yes, I will be glad to go along on this expedition.
Good lads, good. They like claps you both on the shoulders. He goes, "Go tell your friends about your new mission from your boss. Go. Get out of my fucking sight. And if you see Sir Cash on your way out, tell him I'm free." And the doors are locked.
We don't know who that is.
You don't.
Yeah,
You have no.
I
That's I was saying that to
Oh.
Fro after we left the room.
Yeah.
After-
yeah. I'm pretty much lost.
Yeah.
This whole
I don't even know
situation.
where the rest of the team is. I'm gonna go
Above
knock
table, you
on
guys can
doors
start- yeah, you
until I
guys
figure out what we're supposed to do.
You just start walking out. You see like Garf running, casting spells, trying to catch horses. Above table, the guy who we all know as Sir Cash, also like running around shouting orders, telling men to catch them. Don't let them. Like a kid is just standing scared in the street. What do you do? What do you do? A horse is running right at him, son.
I could easily hop on a horse. It just takes 5 foot of movement,
Okay,
and then
so
I
you
can
just
turn that horse instantly. You
hop
know,
on the horse
yeah.
and turn it and save that child who's about to be run over.
Very heroic.
Settle
Very
down,
good.
settle down. Yeah, go in there.
Yeah,
All right. Fucking
Alright.
idiot horse. I hop off of bring it to the stable.
Tell Ted turn to Tangerine. Put him in the stable right next to Tangerine.
Yeah.
Tangerine, fucking peck that horse until he gets some
Good bird.
sense. You find the rest of your party in the inn. Traben, about 3/4 of the way through a hearty meal. You see Oogway outside by the well, just meditating, sitting on top of the like the peak of the well, where like the like little like wooden thing that goes over wells, the like little roof thing, and then it has a
Yes.
strip rope and a bucket and a pulley
Is
system.
he balancing on that with his
He's
staff?
balancing on top of that with his staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right. Pafard is. I'd like to think Pafard, and tell me if this is. You're like doing the Lilo and Stitch thing where you're like your mouth, your jaws like open, and just music is playing out as like you have your finger on a vinyl record, and it's spinning.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
You ain't on my hound. Right on. No, wait, actually, Dan, if you would.
Turn off the music. We got a mission.
Record scratch. We need a record scratch.
Yeah, we need a record scratch sound.
There's a moist, wet hole of a cave that the captain wanted us to go explore rather deeply and figure out what's going on there.
Must go probe this cave.
We got our feelers out for monsters entering in and out of the cave, but
but
as far as we know,
you guys-
what he told us is the only monsters around are, and I'm not saying this lightly, in his pants.
confident man.
We all respect that Sir Mo. This is Ashley talking. We all respect that Sir Mosley for his confidence.
It's infatuating.
I'd jump him if I didn't know that Sir Cash was his chosen amour.
Crazy. Small town, right? This is
Wait,
the best
Mike?
town I've ever seen, by the way.
I'll wait my
Wonderful place
turn,
you
that's
guys got
for
here.
certain.
Does that mean Cash is gonna die?
Well, he might. He's the head of the guard, and we get attacked by orcs on what feels like a daily basis at this point.
That makes sense. I'll be right back. I run off and find Sir Cash, who I saw
Okay,
before.
are you just yelling, Sir Cash?
Sir Cash,
Sir Cash?
you there, Cash.
Sir Cash? No, Sir Cash. Eventually, Sir Cash turns to you after like he's like walking out of the stables, wiping the sweat off his forehead. An attractive, salt and peppered man, in his like mid to late 30s.
Hello, sorry. I was talking to Sir Mosley. After he gave me
Yeah.
the rundown on all the business, he told me his back door's wide open for you any day.
He's like an eyebrow raises, and he goes, "Oh, is that so?"
I think that
And-
was right.
And did he have a specific time in which he wanted me to go
Like
come
now.
in his back door? Anything for the boss.
All
And
right.
he like jogs off.
I catch another horse. Put it back.
Oh, well, I'm here. Perfect. All right. What are the rest of you doing? Fro, are you continuing to explain anything, or
Yeah, I just finished what we were tasked to do. I explained it to the crew.
an exploration mission into a cave?
Yes. Funny
Not just
business
any
happening.
cave. You're looking to see if there is a path into the orc sanctum, or resources that could be exploited within the cave, because it looks like it was recently, because of a landslide, the cave entrance was uncovered. You know what? I'll say 2 guards have been 3 guards have been posted at the cave entrance to stay hidden, stay low, and to send. One of them is like a runner, a scout, and has been and if any like orcs enter the cave or come out of the cave, that runner is to run for the keep to warn the keep of the goings on. Make sense?
Scout.
He's a scout. Hey. What kind of
guess we shouldn't get too settled in, man.
yeah, you know what? Actually, you're right. Yeah, probably don't get too settled. I was about to say, like, oh, there's no timetable for this, but like,
Sounds like
you're right.
it's
There
fairly
feels like a
important.
fairly
Yeah.
important, like, hey, I don't want the orcs to find that. I want us to exploit it first. So what resources do you want to gather?
Cave. Darkness.
Who has dark vision? This is a classic. We know we have light, the light cantrip from Ty, but that is a single thing gets light, and so that's a 40-foot light.
I got 60 feet. Dark.
Where would you see this?
I've got the light cantrip as well.
Okay, so we got 2 torches essentially.
Oh,
2
I can
torches.
see in the dark because of my
Your robes, which
I've got the
to them at this point, right?
Yeah.
I've got the elf sight. Is that the same thing where I'm?
Yeah, you
Did-
just have dark vision. You got 60.
You know what's hilarious, John?
What?
I'm resistant to necrotic damage.
Yeah, you are. Why is that hilarious?
Because I took full necrotic damage against the vampire.
Oh,
Yeah.
rough, buddy.
Right?
Rough. Well, learning the character.
Learning.
I actually think everyone might have dark vision,
Nope. Traben.
except
Nope,
Traven. Traven's
I
just
do
a
not.
And Pafard, yeah.
I mean,
far?
I have a glowing ass that makes me see in the dark, but I don't have actual dark vision.
In one
His
one
lamp.
level, we can start tweaking Pafard to make him the perfect robot. He needs one more level. We gotta find a crazy artificer while we're down there to train Pafard.
Let's go find my creator.
Dad,
Dad,
Dad, I need your help.
why did you make me see in dark?
Dad, why'd you give me fucking suction cup of feet?
Do we want a chocobo in a cave?
Of course we do.
It's a probably really terrible idea.
Like a canary in a coal mine, right? Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
You are all my
It might-
canaries. I do not breathe.
Maybe it'll be good to have the chocobo. If it goes down, we'll know. Oh, dang. We
Yeah,
will be
that's
better.
the point.
All right. Poor Tangerine. If anything happens to her, I might go rabid.
Some
I
of
wonder
you
if
may
you cast
die.
I wonder if I got you like barding of enlarge reduce.
That'd be nuts.
That sounds fun. Food for thought.
But if we find a cool salamander in the cave or something, you know,
You'll give up Tangerine. to ride
Tangerine
with
could
that.
have a nice life, sitting around, laying eggs, eating bird food. I haven't fed her. Do you guys know what birds eat?
Well, she's been eating things. 100%.
She just falls over dead.
Seeds. Bird eat seed.
All right, all
So
right.
whoever's been providing the chocobo with seed, the bird.
David, you're not playing the bird expert this time. Calm the fuck down.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm actually an
Dang,
expert on
sorry.
anything that lays an egg. I'm actually all about eggs. I'm the egg guy.
Snake state.
He is the Eggman.
I wonder if
Um,
Asimar lay
Pikachu.
eggs.
David, do Asmar lay eggs?
There's only one way to find out. Ty would like to charm an Asimar into a private space to check
Well,
for an egg-laying.
Hey, look, an Asimar.
You got one right there.
Excellent. All right. Do you lay eggs?
I don't know.
Don, you've been pulled into a private back room by Ty, the Medusa.
Ty says very seriously. Do you lay eggs?
I don't even know what I am, Ty.
How many holes do you?
Just
Count them.
7, just the 7, like everybody else.
Just the 7, like him. Okay. I don't think you lay eggs.
All right.
This is an egg. Ty draws a crude picture of an egg, but accidentally has some corners in it. It looks
Looks very painful.
This comes out of a hole?
It does.
All right.
It goes
Here,
through.
follow me. I take him to the tangerine, the chocobo.
Uh-huh.
We get behind the chocobo. I say, "Do you see that?"
You're a good
I
girl,
point to
Tangerine.
its
Stay still.
cloaca. That's where the hole comes out of.
Holy
or
guacamole. What is that thing?
Yeah, eggs come out of there.
What do you call that?
It's called cloaca.
Cloaca. That's a good name as an insult. I think I'll start using
Bill
that.
Nye the Science Guy.
Listen here, you fucking cloaca. I like the sound of that.
It's good. It works.
And see, now, right about now, Tangerine poops.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
It all comes out of one hole.
Is that
so
an egg?
efficient.
that's not an egg.
It's not an egg.
Okay.
More than just eggs come out.
Scrambled.
Interesting.
All right. Okay. What supplies are being gathered for this?
I mean, I only have 35 gold.
How long? How many days of rations do you guys want to gather?
Weeks?
Living expenses. Living expenses. We get to listen to the Japanese TV.
It's a living thing. You got any ELO on that soundboard, bro?
I only have 2 different Freebirds right now.
Oh,
This
okay.
one is a Freebird with an auto. and then the other one is just regular. The regular Freebird one is also like the full guitar solo, so it's a 5-minute clip.
Oh my
So it could potentially run for 5 minutes.
I don't think Discord lets you do that.
Okay.
No, it's not the soundboard. It's his.
2 weeks
Uh,
on Ty set for 2 weeks of rations.
And at what level do you want? Squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, or aristocratic?
It's poor because Ty also eats rats.
Okay,
Remember?
2 weeks. 2 weeks is 28 silver pieces.
Yes, that was what I marked off.
Okay. Everybody was playing the game of what's your lifestyle choice?
NA.
What's the one above that one?
That is modest.
Modest. I
How
want
much
to be
Eating
modest.
rats? Is poor actually eating rats?
How many is that?
That is a gold piece a day. So 28
So
gold pieces.
14.
Or, sorry, 14 gold pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm
Okay.
almost broke.
So I would say that you can either pay 28 silver pieces, 14 gold pieces, or 28 gold pieces. And these are your options. And on your own, mark off your gold.
I don't know if Trevor ever distributed all the gold from the vampires. I think he might have it all. Right?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure he does.
And I got no idea because I lost my sheet. So,
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah. Right after I got back from my trip to San Francisco, the my hard drive died,
Oh,
and I had to get a new hard drive.
lost
So-
all the stuff on the hard drive?
Yep.
Rough.
Big rip.
Yeah.
Big rip. All right. Well, we'll get it. We'll get it back. We'll get money in your hand when Garth returns.
Oh yeah. I mean, he hadn't really spent anything, so he had a bunch of gold and
Yeah. Probably was in the realm of 50 plus gold.
Yeah, it was quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think it was much more than that, actually.
Everybody, no, because it was something like you got paid 50 gold a week, something like that. Not a week, but like every time you guys came back, you got paid 50.
I'm not
gold.
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the vampire loot.
Yeah.
From
Oh, the
under
vampire.
the
Yeah.
in the yeah.
no,
He
Garth
never
has
divided
that.
that up. Yeah.
Yeah, Garth has.
So that can cover probably everything.
What are other specific supplies you guys want? Where like you're like, I would like this as a tool. Less like food. What are the tools you want to take into the Underdark?
Some potions, healing potions. I
Those
would
are
imagine.
not tools.
Nope. Okay, never mind.
Let me get
I was doing a
some.
while. Arrows? Do I need to buy arrows? Is that something you
You
need?
don't. I'm not gonna make you buy arrows.
You're not an arrow guy?
Like,
Okay.
I feel like that's part of your. I'm gonna call that part of your living expenses, your lifestyle expenses. But you have to pay me a gold a day. If you go below modest, I'm gonna start tracking your arrows. So that's how we're gonna do it.
You mean if I go above modest, like live higher?
If you live modest or higher, I won't track your arrows. If you live
Okay,
poor
okay.
or lower, I will track
Okay.
your arrows.
Let me get
Okay.
a grappling hook on a really good rope.
You got it. You got it. Give me, call it 3 gold.
You know how often that exact phrase was read out loud in the last campaign?
What? Call it 3 gold?
No, grappling hook on a really good rope. Because that's what I wrote down in my inventory. So anytime I mentioned a grappling hook, I said that full thing. I'm gonna do it again.
Really good rope.
Well, if I know anything from Baldur's Gate, we should probably have a pickaxe and shovel.
Pickaxe and a shovel. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Take a
was thinking
pickaxe and a
maybe
shovel.
like climbing gear, but I'm gonna stick with the grappling hook. If anybody else wanted to get like some
Pickaxe and a shovel, 5 gold. Iron pickaxe, iron shovel.
carabiners or
yeah, we've got carabiners.
I'll just suction cut my way up a
Wall
wall, so I don't
spikes.
really need much climbing gear. We're gonna have to climb a cliff, and you guys are all gonna be like climbing, and then I'm gonna just be like the Adam West Batman, just walking up the wall.
And then there's going to be one like icy patch, and your suction cups aren't going to connect, and you're going to fall.
And I die.
And then you die. Except you rage in the instant before you hit the ground, so you take half damage and can survive most falls anyways.
Yeah, that's about right.
No, I've marked. I'll have it marked chasm for you, Joa.
Oh, there we go.
So you instantly die. There's no zero chasm.
Real quick,
There's no like glorious death. It's just like small in the bottom right corner of everyone's vision. It's just Fard fell into a chasm. That's it.
Real quick, let me go through each of you. If I could just have your consent in any time in a fight for me to mount you.
No.
All right.
Mount me.
Understood.
Uguay's gonna say no.
Gotcha.
No.
No. We got a yes from the robot. And what about you, Medusa?
He just slurred you, David. He just slurred you.
Guy doesn't know how to respond to this.
He used the hard M word.
All you did is asking to mount me.
Are you turned on by that?
You know.
Do you want to take us on into the back room?
No, Ty's still mourning. Ty's very much mourning right now.
Right. Well,
said that.
Pafard, it looks like you'll be the only one that can benefit
He
from
wanted
things, but that's all
he
right.
wanted ghost cock, not goat. Sorry, goat cock.
Goat cock.
Rest in peace, goat cock.
Big rip.
He's out there
That
somewhere.
dog.
He's out in the Feywild taking a nap. One sleeps in the Fey forest. One day he'll wake up. None of you know that, though. None of you understand the Fey enough to know that. I think Garf would have to research. Maybe Garf would know. Garf's an Eladrin. Are Eladrin from the Feywild? I don't know where Eladrin are.
It feels like they are.
It feels like they are.
The
It
Feywild
feels-
is distinctively split into 4 different seasons, and that's
I'm-
Eldrin's whole thing. So
I'm very much
probably
pulling up, making lore on the spot that Eladrin are descended from more material plane elves who plane shifted their cities to the Feywild. And there is a Eladrin city in each section of there's one Eladrin city in the center of the Feywild, so that each quarter of the city is in a different season.
nice.
And that's why the Eladrin are so Fey and seasonally themed. And also why when they die in the mortal plane, they still fucking die.
Yeah.
They are Fey touched, but not true Fey.
So that city has like the old Florida Eladrin that just like travel from one corner to the other depending on the season.
Yeah,
And-
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
The richest
It's like
of them.
They
Yeah.
have the Florida Eladrin that just like travel up the eastern side of the city every year.
You know, classic me, I build cities with like the center of the city is sort of like the strongest point, like the palace. But I don't know if you've noticed, in every city I build, the palace is in the center of the city.
Mhm.
So the like royalty of the Eladrin go from like, you know, at winter they're in the summer portion of their home. In summer they move over to the winter portion of their home. And then they rotate. Maybe they hold like, you know, the equinox ball in the fall and spring.
John, have you decided what the disadvantage of me dual wielding halberds would be?
It is that I have advantage on you within 5
Within
feet.
5 feet.
Yeah.
How much do halberds cost?
That's countered if you mounted me and I can swing in 5 feet. or something.
Well, it's not countered. I still
No, he
get
would
to
still
swing
have
it.
advantage
I,
on me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But
right.
my whole thing with mounting, it comes later in my level, but basically I can make it where they have disadvantage on you if I'm on top of you. Like they need to attack me, and I can deflect things off of you. You know.
Interesting.
I think that's I think that's the only way I make it make sense in my head, because it's just like halberds are fucking huge, and
Yeah.
so
How am I supposed
can't-
to attack you?
How are
within
you
5
supposed to
feet?
like
Exactly. Yeah.
attack or defend within 5 feet? So it's not only that I have advantage, you have
I have
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah.
It's the double fuck of like gotta keep them at 10 feet. I gotta keep them. So like Polar Master, you gotta have.
Well, the thing, so I want Sentinel and Polearm Master, right? But the class Cavalier,
Yeah.
it gives
Does it have
you
a
basically
baked
that.
reaction?
It at level, let's look at it.
Let's look.
At level 10, you become a master of knocking down enemies. Creatures provoke an opportunity attack from you when they move 5 feet or more within your reach. And if you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, their speed is reduced to 0. So it does that combo of those feats, like the class itself, you know?
Creatures provoke an opportunity attack from you when they move 5 feet or more while within your reach. So it's no, you still want Polar Master. You can get rid of. And if you hit the creature with another threat, yeah, you can get rid of Sentinel. Sentinel is no longer. You don't need Sentinel. Toss it out.
Okay.
But you do want Polar Master, because what this doesn't say is when they enter your range. If they're already within your range and move, you can smack them at any point. Even if they, you know how we're always like staying within melee range to not
going
provoke
around
opportunity attacks.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
to like circle
I can
around.
still
You
attack.
get to smack people for
Yeah.
that.
Which is great. But I'll have
But what you-
disadvantage because they most likely would be within 5 feet of me.
But so what you want is Polar Master, so that when you poke them with that opportunity attack
I
at
reduce
10
them to
feet,
0.
you
Yeah.
reduce them to 0 and they're stuck at 10 feet
Yeah.
from you.
So I'll definitely take Polearm Master. But I don't know if I can afford halberds right now, so
Let's find out how much halberds.
I have 15 gold and 2 long swords I'm willing to sell.
15 now.
Halberd D&D 5e.
I'm guessing they're at least 40 each.
Uh,
That's minimum.
PHB. Equipment. Weapons. Weapons. Halberds. 20 gold pieces each.
Oh, wow.
Long swords. 15 gold pieces each. I'll buy them for 10 gold a piece from you.
All right, then I'm 5 short.
Want to ask your friends, or you want to sell me something else?
Um.
Ooh, look, the man with the money's
Hey,
back.
don't you have a bunch of money?
Yeah.
Trying to buy me some 2 halberds?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep the long swords.
Okay. So how much money do you want Garf to hand you?
40
40 what?
gold.
Okay.
Thanks. Hell yeah.
2 halberds.
Cool.
Chucks them at you.
You just got to get a
Anybody else
third
need help?
halberd and do like a Zorro thing with it. Just stick it in your mouth.
I love that.
I think
The leverage on that, lose all of your teeth immediately. Roll T10. Oh, that's how many teeth you just lost. Jesus.
Nick, your thoughts on lowering the damage to be D8, D10 versatile?
Yeah. Yeah, I figured. I thought we had already discussed that.
Dad, we already
Yeah,
discussed that?
yeah.
Unclear. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to
So it'll
posit
be
it more
D8 when I'm holding them.
when you're
Yeah.
holding them, but you have the option to like stow one and make it a D10
Yeah.
if you perfect. And they have reach, so you
Got 10 feet reach.
have 10 feet reach. Love
And
that.
I don't get that part of my class till level 10, so don't worry about it right now.
I'll just start spinning with you on top of me. I'm a death helicopter.
Hey Garf, do I have your permission to mount you in combat?
think I heard him walk away. I thought I heard the door.
He just walks away.
Okay, we got halberds set up. We got some more. Any more things? Any more things people want to get? Like tools, not magic items. Potions are magic items. Where I'm trying to like keep you from having too much magic items right now. I'm thinking of like neat problem-solving tools that you might use. Does anybody want
A bag of ball bearings.
Ooh, that was exactly what I was going to say. Does anybody want a bag of ball bearing? Do we want to sit and make any more
Caltrop.
holy water, Traven? Caltrops is a good one.
I will take ball bearings.
Or you get a bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
You know what's
I will
something
take that.
good for your class? Just in general is hunting traps.
Yeah, you want some bear traps?
Yeah, give me some bear traps. Hell yeah.
Sorry, I spilled.
Hunting traps.
Spell
5
damage.
gold pieces each.
Did you catch the horses, Trevor?
Yeah.
Good.
You also caught the horses in game.
Oh,
Good work. So Thon, do you want to tell Garf, or do you want like a messenger to run up and tell Garf?
Oh, yeah, so guy told us to explore a hole. He was real horny about it. I'm starting to forget. Basically, we have an adventure. We're gonna go on an adventure for money.
And not just for renown.
No, we want to make sure the orcs don't get to the hole. The cave. It's a big cave.
All right. More detail.
It's big,
Yeah.
moist.
For resources.
Said his back door was unlocked for cash. He said
William tell you this?
the only who's William?
It's William.
Sorry.
I keep on spacing the guy's actual name.
His name
Sir
is Sir
Mosley.
Mosley.
Mostly. I don't know why I keep on thinking William.
It's okay.
I'm working for
Better go.
William. I'm working for William.
Yeah, he told us this. He
see.
said the only real monsters in his pants. He said orcs. We don't want the orcs there. There's a scout watching out for the orcs there now, and we should probably get there pretty quick. So we're getting supplies. I just bought 2 halberds.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad. Does anybody need money?
I'm good now. We bought food.
You
You should buy your food for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
Get the
yeah,
guys for
absolutely.
some traps.
Yeah, traps.
You guys want a sledgehammer? This 2-handed iron-headed hammer is good for smashing open treasure chests.
Are we
How
gonna
much is that?
encounter treasure chests?
It's 2 gold.
Yeah, I'll pick that up.
Fuck locks. We're just gonna smash them open.
Well, we got a cart. We're taking a cart. All this good stuff.
You're taking a cart into
a
the
cave?
Underdark?
I was worried about the chocobo.
No, I think you gotta
Don,
carry
we don't
this
know
stuff.
it's the Underdark
it's done.
yet. Shh. We don't know it's the Underdark yet.
Just a cave. It's just a cave.
It's just a cave. Big, open, moist hole of a cave we need to explore.
Big, moist cave. Well, I want you to be prepared a little bit. I want like full
I
panic.
got a grappling hook on a really good rope.
Okay, does anybody want?
Bear
I'm
traps.
just gonna run through adventuring gear. I said bear
Bag of
traps.
holding.
That's 5 gold pieces each. 5 gold pieces per bear trap.
Do we have a bag of holding?
We
That's like 30,000 gold.
no, we definitely don't have a bag of holding right
No, it's not that much, but God.
now. Does anybody want a vial of acid? How about alchemist's fire?
Alchemist fire is always fun.
50 gold pieces per alchemist fire.
Oh,
What's the range?
I'm not the gold keeper because
20 feet.
yeah, I have no
20
concept
feet.
of money.
What's the damage die?
It's a creature, object, trigger. Hit the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. You got to make a DC 10 dex check to extinguish the flame.
But there's no check. Okay. As an
Yeah, it's a
action?
two-hit. Yeah, as an
Okay.
action.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Mhm.
Antitoxin. Creature drinks the vial. Gains advantage on saving throws against poison. No benefit to undead or constructs. So, fuck Bufard. Ball bearings.
Yeah, I'll take some
Certainly.
ball bearings.
Okay.
A hand crossbow or
gold
light
piece for
crossbow?
1,000. You want a hand or light crossbow, Bufard?
Something like that I can just like attach to my arm, so that way I have some semblance of range.
Yeah, because you were using hand axes before, right?
Yeah, hand axes, and I have one javelin.
That's all I got is 2 hand
Well,
axes.
do you want to buy fucking more javelins, bud? Because those are strength throwers and crossbows are not.
That's true. Yeah, I'll do that.
Javelins are 5 silver apiece.
Said for 1,000.
1,000 ball bearings is a gold.
I'll sell my old non-magical greatsword. And the 2 hand axes I had.
So they'll buy the greatsword for 30 gold pieces, and they will buy the hand axes for 3 gold pieces.
Garf, do I have your consent to mount you in combat?
Yeah.
Thank you. You're one of 2 who's given me consent. I really appreciate it.
Want a bag of caltrops?
I feel like we need to pick up diamond dust.
Oh, nobody has diamond dust. Okay, no caltrops. Okay. Anybody want a chain, a 10-foot iron chain?
Or a 10-foot iron chain.
It's awesome, but
Attach that to someone's sword.
Want a climber's kit?
Yeah.
I have a grappling hook on a really good rope.
How much is a climber's kit?
25 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll take
It
that.
was 3. I mean, the
A
deal.
climber's let's read the climber's kit. Comes with special pitons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness.
That's
You use the climber's kit as an action to anchor yourself. When you do, you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself.
Carabiners?
And you can't climb more than 25 feet away from that point without undoing the anchor. Do you want a crowbar?
Something else to open the
For a
door.
cave?
I don't know. I'm just going through the tools.
I know, but I'm just asking like a general question for a cave. Like asking.
Do you
What
want a
use?
pigeon tab?
Do you want? Just sort of in general? Do you want a fishing tackle? The kit includes a wooden rod, silken line, corkwood bobbers, steel hooks, lead sinkers, velvet lures, and narrow netting. Do you guys want me to make a fishing mini game?
Yeah. I will actually pick that up.
Okay.
How nice is the pole?
It's a nice like oak pole.
Yeah. All right.
I
All
could dual
right.
wield those.
Could definitely smack somebody. You risk breaking it, but you definitely could smack somebody.
Well,
I want to pick up some
one of my
house.
favorite characters is Gon, and Gon had a fucking fishing pole. The kid's badass.
Do you want a healer's kit?
That sounds useful.
5 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll pick that up.
We don't need an hourglass. We got hunting traps. You want a 10-foot ladder that you have to carry around?
That sounds fucking hilarious, but nah. Is it foldable?
Nope.
Nope. Never mind. Nope.
You want a magnifying glass? Jesus Christ.
Do you think I could use it in any practical way?
His lens allows a closer look at small objects. It also is
Yes.
useful as a substitute for flint and steel when starting fires.
Yes.
There we go.
Light as bright as sunlight to focus tinder to ignite in about 5 minutes. Magnifying glass grants advantage on any ability check made to appraise or inspect an item that is small or highly detailed.
How
Yeah.
many magnifying glasses can we get?
That's what made me fucking swear. These are 100 gold
Yeah,
pieces.
that makes
The
sense.
fuck?
I was sitting here thinking a magnifying glass could be so useful in D&D without all that text. You're just like, well, I have a magnifying glass, you know? Like, oh.
Give me advantage.
Probably won't be good at lighting fires underground.
Underground, but
Well,
like,
we could
yeah.
use a spell like light to create a high beam light, probably, or just use magic to create a fire. So
Or if you've got fire bolts as a spell.
yeah. Honestly, I'll pick up the magnifying glass.
Okay, you're gonna spend one of your paychecks to buy a magnifying glass. Love that.
Yeah.
Manacles. You want a set of manacles?
They're personicles, bro.
They are. Yeah. Let's not be sexist. They are personicles.
Uguay
What
would
do the
take one of
monocles
those
do?
healing kits.
You want a healing kit, Uguay? That is 5 gold. 5 gold pieces.
There's no way we don't find manacles.
Do you want a mirror? A steel mirror?
That sounds pretty cool, honestly.
It's handy when you want to look around corners, signal friends with reflected sunlight, keep an eye on
What
a
is it called?
Medusa.
What is it called exactly?
A healer's kit. It's literally called a healer's kit, bud.
How much is the steel plate?
The steel mirror, 5 gold.
Yeah, I'll pick that up.
Do you want a flask of oil?
Yeah.
1 silver piece per flask of oil.
How much silver is a gold?
10 silver to a gold piece.
Does the flask of
10.
oil make an alchemist fire spread further?
Yes.
Interesting. You could do like 1 alchemist fire, then a ton of oil. Have everything.
Yes. Do you want a basic vial of poison?
Is it odorless?
It is.
Yeah, I'll fuck with that.
Another 100 gold pieces.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, imagine how much more convenient that'd be if we find an old crazy guy in a magic tower instead of having to like look at the rabbits.
Do
We
you
can
want
just give him a drink.
a portable ram?
Oh, I know what this is.
Is it odorless?
It is odorless.
Is it mountable?
It is mountable. You guys
I did
could
buy a
all
sledgehammer.
hold. You guys all could hold this ram.
Traven got a
and
sledgehammer.
Son could. Traven got a sledgehammer. Love that.
I do like the idea of the poison because you could like poison a food source for like any weird creatures or beings.
I
you know,
have
whether it be humanoid or
30 gold for my sale of a greatsword I can donate.
Do you guys want hemp rope or silk rope?
I'll take hemp rope and the silk rope. I'll buy when I get back home.
If you know what I mean.
I got a really good rope.
They tell the merchant says that Sir Mosley came in and bought 100 feet of silk rope the other day, and they don't know why.
That horn dog.
Does anybody want merchant scales to weigh out your weed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
5
much are
gold.
those?
5
Yeah, I'll pick
5
those
gold.
up, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta
Also,
be-
yeah, it's for measurements. It's for
It's
mage
for
measurements.
We can use those to
You
try
know,
to
you
balance
got-
the weight of the
Pro tip,
injustices we commit.
gotta watch them weigh it out in front of you. We got a shovel. Do you want a signal whistle? A small whistle used for signaling?
I have a mouth.
I got a mouth.
I don't.
Does anybody want their own signet ring? Their own
How cool
personal
is-
signet ring?
How much does that cost?
Is it like a high school ring?
5 gold pieces. It would be like a high school ring, yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you
Ty was
I'll buy one for everybody.
can you do one for my high school?
You have no memory of.
I was trying to trick the
Come into
Shopkeeper.
telling you about your high school. Love that.
Gotcha, bitch.
Do you want any iron spikes? Typically used with a hammer, nails essentially, I guess, but large nails, large iron spikes.
Do we plan on torturing people?
You never know.
Do you plan on crucifying anybody?
My afternoons are open.
Exactly, Trevor. Exactly.
I don't even know what my alignment is.
It's
We're
probably
in
like,
the Underdark. Anything's possible.
David, I posit to you an 1,000 gold purchase of a spyglass, a pair of
The opposite of a
binos.
magnifying glass.
Ty would love a good pair of knocks.
Some
Right.
knocks.
I don't have 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold. So keep that in mind. It's like in a nice velvet case. She like opens it. The angels sing behind you, and then she quickly closes it, and the angels stop singing. 1,000 gold.
For 1,000 gold, these have to be some like knocks of scrying, to be honest, for 1,000 gold.
Objects viewed through a spyglass are magnified to twice their size. I'm literally telling you the price from the PHB, 1,000 gold. Well, in super fairness, spyglasses are historically very difficult to make. They're not
It's
easy
good.
things.
Spyglass
They're
is good.
passed down from like captain to captain.
Yeah. They're treasured items.
Let me give you some advice. You get a gun with a scope. Then there you go.
There you go. I heard
Cheaper
that
than spyglass.
from Legends.
Sure, get a crossbow with a scope pre-installed. There you go, free spyglass. Yeah, I'd be on.
Actually, if I remember correctly, like that scope you
It was
got,
very
and that- not only
expensive.
the gun,
Yeah.
it was like very expensive.
Yeah.
The gun itself was like super rare.
Yeah.
Like these were not easy things to get your hands on. Do you guys want how many torches do you want? If any.
Enough to keep the mobs from spawning around us when we go down in the caves.
So true. I bring hundreds of torches with me at a time.
Well, nowadays
But
you'd
that's
only
just
need
me.
one every 15 feet. Or 15 blocks. 15 times 3. That's math.
I bring
I'm not
enough
even
to
gonna do.
see. I bring enough to see. I don't like dark patches, so I just bring enough so that there are no more dark patches. Plus enough, like I just bring blocks of wood that I could turn into sticks.
I like creeper surprises.
Do you guys want any vials? Like vials to have and collect things.
Vial.
Yeah.
A gold piece per vial.
Jesus Christ.
Now, are there any limits to the types of fluids we can put in these vials?
It's a good band.
Yeah, what kind of vials are they?
They're glass vials. A vial can hold 4 ounces of liquid. Look at that.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
4 ounces. How many is that in cc's?
Computer. How many ounces is in a cc?
1 cubic centimeter is about 0.04 fluid ounces.
0.04 fluid ounces. 1
Fluid.
cubic.
How many milliliters is a fluid ounce?
Computer. How many milliliters is a fluid ounce?
1 fluid ounce is about 30 millimeters.
30 millimeters.
Interesting.
I'll be right back.
Last but not least, does anybody want a whetstone?
Are my
can
weapons
get
gonna
my own
dull?
stuff away.
No, I've never engaged in that, but it could be. It's literally a copper piece, Nick, and you could. I think this is more of a what's the word I'm looking for? A role play piece.
Yeah. Sure.
Or a torture method. We tie it around
Yeah.
someone's neck and throw them in water.
Yeah. Shopkeep, give me 100.
100 copper pieces is a gold.
Yeah.
You just hand her a gold.
Yep.
We'll take your entire stock.
100 different grits, right?
Yeah.
You didn't just get you
Yeah.
got
I
100
did. I
grits.
did. No, I got
Sure,
4 different
yeah.
grits. I got
Yeah.
Or a different
25
grit.
of each.
I got 25 of
type.
each. Yeah.
Yeah, bought out her stock.
Wait, so are you saying that a 1 million grit whetstone costs the same amount as a 100 grit whetstone?
I
Yeah.
am. Yes.
I would like to get some 1 million grit set whetstones.
bad.
I think I can
I
sell
bought
them
out
for
the stock.
Too bad Son bought the stock.
bottle of the stock. Okay.
Um,
I used the 100. I used the 1 million grit whetstone on my own skin just to make it buttery smooth.
Looks like Parmesan cheese coming off you.
Exfoliation.
okay. Is there anything else anybody would like before we call it an evening and head off to the cave?
No, just enough food, provisions.
So everybody, so you need, it was decided 2 weeks of resources would be spent. So I need from you, Garth, I need for money, I need living expenses. Either 28 silver, 14 gold, or 28 gold, depending on how well you want to live.
28 gold.
You got it.
Hey, these stones are bone dry.
Comfortable living.
What's the deal? Did I get ripped off?
I remember thinking that when I was a kid, when my grandfather would be like, "This is a whetstone." Like, what the fuck do you mean?
Bone dry in a whetstone.
This ain't wet at all. All right. I know Carl's AFK, so I'm gonna kind of like let's wait for him to return. Any last things? Anything people want to do in here? Talk to any locals? Have any conversations? Research anything real quick before you go out? Anything anybody wants to do?
Look, that Mosley guy called me a Garfette. I don't like it.
Oh yeah, do you guys want to talk about a name? This is perfect name time. Think of names. Name yourselves.
The Unfortunators.
All right.
No, I don't know.
I like it. Any other suggestions?
Wait, what was that?
What about Derek?
Derek. That's just a person's name.
Who's Derek?
For like the group name.
Exterminatas.
Exterminatas?
Sturmamatos.
Exterminatos.
I was hoping to do a little gossip with Ashley here, hear about the happenings in the town, tell Ashley about the adventures, and sort of mourn the loss of Dan.
Ashley's Angels?
Ashley the barkeep.
Not much has been
The
going
angry
on.
fards.
They've been repelling orc attacks every day, every other day for a while now. They've only lost a few boys.
The Cloacas.
She's still sleeping around with a bunch of the guards.
I give her a high five on that one. She has 2 kids, doesn't she?
She does. She's got like a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Gotcha.
How about the Beastie Boys?
All right, it's always good. It's good catching up with Ashley. For sure.
All right. Traven, is there any last thing you would like to gather? Do you want to make any holy water?
I was gonna say specifically was gonna be grabbing like spell component stuff.
Yeah, what do you need?
I got no idea because I am trying to figure out what spells I would need like special components.
Okay.
I don't think level any of the level 1, 2, or 3 spells generally need.
I mean, crazy thing.
Yeah.
Except Revivify, when
Yeah.
there are no diamonds, no diamond dust.
Maybe is lesser restoration? Does that require anything?
That also requires diamonds, right?
Oh.
Lesser restoration spells. Nope, no components, no material components.
Yeah.
You all. Eric.
What about the keepers?
Ooh, finally one that actually might stick.
Let's see. Continual flame.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
how often
I-
you use
I-
continual flame?
Well, yeah, that's also like one of the ones where you cast it a couple of times and that's it.
Could be cool though. You want to set my halberds on fire? I'd fuck with it.
Yeah, they don't actually light stuff on fire.
No, but then you guys would have a light source permanently.
We need pearls.
Ceremony requires powdered silver, which the spell consumes.
Identifier requires a pearl worth 100 GP.
You have
You
that,
have
though.
that. You've had that.
You've had that
You've had
for
that.
400 years.
You've always had that, buddy. Also, it's not
chromatic
cons-
orb. You might not be able to use once you learn. Right now.
You need a specially marked sticks or bones or similar token worth at least 25 gold pieces to do augury.
I need a tiny ball of baguano and sulfur.
Borrowed
balance for it.
knowledge requires a book worth at least 25 gold pieces. So you could just go ask Garth for that.
I need some feathers.
I
and
like
need a
Continual Flame,
of
by the way.
baguano.
My grave cleric, I don't know if it was a grave cleric. A cleric I played, my whole goal was to like collect ruby dust and turn all of my things into Continual Flame.
Continue.
Because
Some
it's
World of
not.
Warcraft enchant.
Yeah, it is. It's literally just a World of Warcraft enchantment. Because it doesn't actually like
And the
show
biggest
heat.
selling factors of the game.
Here we go.
What about Leonard Skinnerd?
Oh,
Yo, I need a tiny ball of baguano and some
warding
sulfur.
bond. Do you need a pair of platinum rings?
If it doesn't
need
have
a
a cost,
tiny ball of
Trevor,
baguano.
you don't gotta worry about
Yeah,
it.
if
right?
there's no gold value on it, you don't need it. Trevor.
So I mean, you like technically you would use your arcane focus instead, or you can have a component pouch, which those things you
Listen.
refill with your cost of living that you're already paying. I need a bowl of back one.
Some sulfur.
Well, I know where you're gonna find bats.
Yeah, I'm gonna be just picking up bad shit.
Hi. You can find just about everything. I would say, like even the most expensive being like the pair of platinum rings. Carl, you could find here. The only things you can't find are precious gems. We have a large dearth of precious gems. That's one of the reasons why Mosley wants to send you into the cave in hopes of finding precious gems. The keep on the borderland is like the furthest point from the dwarven kingdoms in the north, where practically all the precious gems come from.
Okay. So pretty much any of the stuff that's not a precious gem.
Yeah. Yep. I can't find anything as I'm scrolling through. At least up through the third level spells, I can't find anything that I'm like, that wouldn't be in the keep. That wouldn't be in the keep. That one. Only one you might struggle with. Where was Clairvoyance? That one I did. So a focus worth at least 100 gold pieces, either a jeweled horn for hearing or a glass eye for seeing. That one might be rough, but I'm not opposed to it. The glass eye. Don't you have a? Oh, who has the eye of true seeing? Is it the druid who's disappeared?
I don't remember that.
I handed you guys an eye of true seeing, and that was from your Saw adventure.
No, I think Ruggy or not Ruggy.
Rumi.
Rumi,
had
yeah,
it.
Rumi might have had it.
So you guys have an eye of true seeing, which I would count as definitely able to be used in a clairvoyant spell. Carl.
Okay.
Okay, that's we're gonna call it there, and we'll start next.
What
game.
about Shadow
Heading
Wizard
out?
Money Gang?
I love that. We Shadow Wizard Money Gang, SWMG.
Excuse me. Uppercase X, lowercase x, Shadow Wizard Money Gang, lowercase x, uppercase x.
Open parentheses, we love casting spells, close parentheses. All right, it's settled.
Settled. That's the name of the group, everybody.
Shadow Wizard.
And if I die,
Shadow
I'm making a
Wizard
wizard.
Money.
Just wait.
So from now on, the game titles need to be uppercase X, lowercase x, SWMG, lowercase x, uppercase x.
All right.
You're forgetting that our
Bible
scores.
Foolish.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Good night.